friends, it's Jack, and today's topic is forgiveness practice. It builds on my last talk, which was on forgiveness and compassion. My forgiveness practice began in 1991 when I started working with A Course in Miracles. The basic key component of A Course in Miracles is forgiveness. That's the way to remember who we are and to live with joy and peace. But A Course in Miracles isn't for everybody. It's a very difficult study. There's a text, 365 daily lessons, which a lot of those are on forgiveness, and then a manual for teachers. So don't go out and buy it unless you're really drawn to it, because it's a wonderful study, but it's certainly not for everybody. Another practice, the 12-step model, is really a good model because it deals with self-forgiveness and making amends, and it has group support. Now, you don't have to go to a 12-step. You could use that model. Also, the thing about 12-step things, they deal with addictions. And the ego mind is an addiction. So it's really very apropos for using on freeing from the ego mind. One that I recommend to my students and my clients is called Ho'oponopono. I use it also. It's a practice that came out of ancient Hawaii, and it deals with healing and forgiveness. It's very simple. It has 4 phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Now, this simple process has had miraculous results. For example, there was a mental hospital that had the severest mental patients who were also prisoners, actually, because they acted out on their thoughts. And a man was hired to work with them. So for 3 months, he went into his office every day, took out one file after another, and he would do those 4 phrases on each file for several minutes. And he did that for 3 months. And all those people, all those prisoners healed and were freed because their mental illness was gone. Now, what do they mean? I'm sorry. It's an acknowledgement of my error and that I did something from my ego self that I wish I didn't. Please forgive me is to saying that I wasn't aware that I had that in me, so please forgive me. Thank you is for allowing me to release this memory, to no longer carry it with me. And the last one, I love you, is said to the divine self. The 4 phrases, some would consider the being said to the divine self, or some would consider the being said to God or the universe. And also, if there's a person you harmed, you're saying it to the true self of that person also. In the book, At Zero, Joe Vitale also provides a beautiful prayer. Now, some people this won't be right for, but I find it really beautiful. And I'm going to read you that prayer. And the prayer is used to get at the layers in the unconscious. So here it is. Spirit, superconscious, please locate the origin of my feelings and thoughts of and whatever issue, whatever pain, whatever thing I've done that I regret. Take each and every level, layer, area, and aspect of my being to this origin. Analyze it and resolve it perfectly with God's truth. Come through all generations of time and eternity, healing every incident and its appendages based on the origin. Please do it according to God's will until I am at the present, filled with light and truth, God's peace and love, forgiveness of myself for my incorrect perceptions and actions, forgiveness of every person, place, circumstance, and event which contributed to these feelings and thoughts. This is to be said 4 times, and then you let it go, and it helps remove that unconscious guilt. So that's it for today. If you found it useful, share it, give me comments, and if you want to subscribe, click that bell so you'll get notification when a new one comes out. You might also want to check out my website blog, caterpillar-effect.com. There's written versions and more detail on the different things I talk about. Take care for now, and I'll see you next time.